Introducing Browning E. Marean, Bryan University e-discovery board member and senior counsel at DLA Piper, which is the world's largest law firm serving emerging markets and high technology companies, with offices throughout Asia, Europe, the Middle East, and the United States.
I got very interested in computers way back in the late 70s when I had a case for a large corporation that we used their database program to control large documents. And I found that to be extraordinarily useful at the time. Well, then PCs came along, and I said, I'm going to take the time out to learn PCs. And so I did, and I've never looked back. So I'm a great believer that the computer revolution, at the end of the day, there are only going to be two classes of people. You get to be a foot soldier in the revolution or a victim of it. And if you want to be a victim, just steady as you go. Well, e-discovery is here to stay, and the reason for that is, at least from a lawyer's standpoint, is that's where the evidence lies now. The statistic is that most information is being created in computers in the first instance. It's certainly true in my practice and what I see. And so again, it's almost another part of the non-voluntary revolution. That's where it is. You got to learn how to get it, how to deal with it. The international arena really presents some extraordinary difficulties and overlays. Most recently, for example, the EU has promulgated a new regulation that's going to have tremendous impact dealing with data privacy issues and the like. And so it is a huge challenge for organizations operating across borders to figure out how they're going to comply with discovery requests in the U.S., which, as you know, are quite broad, and at the same time meet the challenges of data privacy that the EU has imposed. In addition, many countries, France in particular, have imposed blocking statutes which prohibit the trans-border transmission of data except in some very limited circumstances. The international arena is in some respects very similar to the opportunities in the U.S. for people skilled in electronic discovery. All over the world now, people are using computers in much the same manner that we are in the U.S. And what I'm seeing as I go to some of the overseas locations that we have is that people are coming up to speed with the challenges associated with electronic discovery. And so from a skilled person's standpoint, there are opportunities all over the world now to deal with electronic discovery. What I find is that project management skills translate in almost to every aspect in whatever country you are in. Obviously, when you leave the U.S., language becomes a great problem. Cultural differences, you need to be extraordinarily sensitive to those. But the basic project management skills translate to every country that I've been in. If I were to have a choice between technology, fine technology, or project management skills, every time I would select a superior project management skills over a superior technology. It is just that important, and it is a critical skill set to have. One of the skill sets that we really look for in doing our hiring is what project management skills can the potential hire bring to the job that we're hiring them for. And when you think of it, it's really unfortunate that that project management is not taught more in law schools. But every case is a project to be managed. Every e-discovery project is a project to be managed. There are deadlines, there are time constraints, resource constraints, and the like. And so the ability of a person to master those project management skills is critical, not just in the e-discovery area, but really all aspects of the law. The great advantage of an organization like Bryan, from my standpoint, is that it is, in fact, emphasizing those skill sets that are going to be critical success factors for people once they get out in the workaday world. The ability to bring project management skills as taught at Bryan, very practical. It's those practical skill sets that I think employers are looking for more and more today. You know, the beauty of simulations of lab work, if you will, is that it gives the student real hands-on capability. The ability to say, I've done that, I've been there, I have that skill, I have practiced the skill, is again, I think, gives people a tremendous leg up in the hiring process.